Tyolth Man.
Tyolth Man is back. Hello,
Back
hello,
again.
hello.
How are you?
What a
Been a while.
yeah, been a while, but what a time to be back with our new video and
Yeah.
such a special day to look forward
Valentine's
to.
Day.
In
Yeah.
few hours, Valentine's Day. The not
Yeah.
Valentine's at all. India, Pakistan are
Yeah.
back. We
It's a
never
lot
never
more than just
did.
a
Yeah,
regular day. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. You didn't think this will happen, but it's happening.
Yeah.
India will play Pakistan, and
Yeah.
Pakistan will play India.
To be honest, I
They
was
will
very
play
surprised when
India.
they
Okay.
pulled out, right? They said they are going to boycott,
Yeah.
but they've withdrawn the boycott or boycotted the withdrawal.
What a
Whatever you
weird
call it.
statement. What a weird statement in Cricket Point, other news channels. Pakistan has withdrawn the withdrawal. So,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
stupid.
So
But
before we
yeah,
go into the match, right?
nice wordplay. Nice wordplay.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we are going to preview that match today. But
Yeah.
before we get into details of the match itself,
Yeah.
yeah, tell me, what do you think? What's going on? What's happening? What do you make of this whole situation?
This is completely my personal opinion. We shouldn't play. Like, unless the relationships normalize a little bit, I don't think we should have any sporting ties with them. And I mean, now that I look back at the time when we were happily playing bilateral series against Pakistan, when there was a war, like a full-scale war that broke out in what 1999, Kargil. Like, they were in India then. Remember that we actually played a series against them, and everything was normal. But back then, probably we looked at cricket as a means to through which we can actually normalize relationships and bring a semblance of normalcy. But things have changed since, right? I mean, when Pakistan government said we are taking a stand for on behalf of Bangladesh. Again, this is very geopolitical. I'm not going to go there. They want to gain access to Dhaka, and they want to encircle politically India, and they wanted to do what they wanted to do. But yeah, I was happy that the sport's not going to happen because it's a sport, right? Define sport. You win with grace and humility. You respect the opponents and so on and so forth. You play by the spirit, not just the letter or the rules. You don't hold grudges. Take defeat in your stride, not be ultra bitter. I mean, for me, the emotional intensity is beyond normal rivalry, right? I mean, if I feel like that as a fan, like you shouldn't put the country's pride at stake. Like, no sport should do that, but cricket does it. Cricket generally does it against Pakistan, but this is a little more than that. It pushes it,
Yeah,
right?
okay, I hear you, but I think maybe in general, all of us make a big deal out of India-Pakistan cricket match.
When I say no sport, this is across the board, right? I mean, not just cricket. I mean, cricket's probably being used as a tool because we are politically very powerful. We have a lot of influence over there, and there is a chance that we can isolate them. We can hit them financially and all that. And that's what we're trying to do.
Finally, if the match is happening, obviously it's very important for Sri Lanka. So much revenue they get
Yeah.
with the match fees and all, and it's important for ICC. Of course, it's very important for Pakistan also, right? That's why
Yeah.
they
No,
have
I'm not denying
also
that.
agreed
I'm not
the money
disagreeing
they
with that at
make
all.
from these kind
Yeah.
of things. So
This is like an economic engine, they say. Like, that actually fuels a lot of things. Like, it the kind of revenue it generates, I mean, it seems to sustain all the associate nations. I mean, the amount of money that it generates is incredible, and the eyeballs on it. It's
yeah,
just behind NFL, apparently, in terms of the sporting contest. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this, which is good. Unfortunately, it's marred by politics. I hope things change. But my opinion still stands. I mean, if you're like, if two countries are riddled in strife like this, there should be no sporting contest, no matter what, not just cricket, all across the board. But it's
sure,
happening. So
yeah, sure. If अगर दोनों शुरू से ही बोलते they'll not play against each other,
yeah,
India should have done that. I would be totally okay with that.
to agree
Then
करते हैं ना
it'll be
कि
fine. But once you decide to play, and you already played one tournament before this, so and once you decide to play, फिर ये जो drama हुआ है, all that drama was totally unnecessary, and yeah, and finally, I withdrawing the boycott
boycott the
is silly.
withdrawal. Yeah.
Yeah, boycott the withdraw the boycott. That's super silly, right? Nobody is able to take a
This
take a
guy is
stand
probably
for
good at
anything.
playing games, right? Mohsin Naqvi, since he's come, like, things have changed a little bit.
Yeah,
Pakistan does things. I mean, they actually.
they don't also have anything else to do, right? They anyway know that they're not going to get a big piece of the cake that the Indian cricket uh, provides to rest of the cricketing world. Pakistan anyway that doesn't get too much from us. So obviously they're actually probably not losing too much in that
No,
sense by not playing with us or continuing to show that they're against us and stuff like that because they don't lose much anyway because they don't make much either. So it's
yeah,
okay. It's okay. Yeah, I think
because
अब
they
चलेगा
can't do
finally.
that.
Finally, ground में तो इतना कुछ खास नहीं है. It's not a rivalry anymore. It's
That's
almost
what scares me
playing
even more.
against
Yeah,
playing in
that's
Namibia
what
or
that's
something
what
like that.
scares the
And,
living daylight out of me. It's you keep
oh
saying
come
that
on,
it's not a
this I
rivalry, but
don't.
what if you
No,
lose?
I don't think ऐसा तो you've seen enough cricket. ये तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Even if for whatever reason if India somehow loses, right? Obviously that might happen. You can have a
It's a
bad day. We
T20
almost
game.
had a bad day in a in our
T20.
first match, right? Because
Yeah.
we lost so many wickets in the beginning. ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है अभी ठीक है चलेगा. Even then it doesn't mean anything. एक बार कितने कितने T20 खेले हैं 15-16 खेले होंगे पाकिस्तान 2 या 3 जीता है बस शायद हमारे ऊपर एक और जीत गया चलेगा घंटा फर्क
Which is
पड़ता
what
है
they
फिर
remember, right? That they savor that victory
So
against
what?
us
So what?
115.
So
Oh, yeah,
what?
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
of
that's all
course.
they have
Zimbabwe
to look
will
back
savor
at.
this victory against Australia. Let them. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Minos beating a big team means. So it has become like it's not a contest. Pakistan cricket team, at least in cricketing terms, अगर थोड़ा competition देता हमको तो it would be nice. It would be good to watch, right? Dangerous bowlers and I don't think the batters ever were uh, dangerous per se on a match day. They might play well, but
Yeah.
अभी कौन है
They
कोई
don't have proven
you know,
performers. Like,
yeah.
they're good players, but then, yeah, like, they're decent players.
No, I
They
don't think
just
they're
got a
good.
hang
Good.
of T20. The prime concern was that they were always playing at a strike rate of about 110, 120, and not more than that. They lack power hitters and all that. That seems to have changed in the last few games, but then, yeah, we'll see. India will be a test for that.
यार नहीं खुद नहीं होगा यार कहाँ बुमराह वरुण चक्रवर्ती इन लोगों को कहाँ खेल पाएंगे बेचारे ओके नहीं होगा ऐसे वो कौन है शाहिबजादा फरहान उसका तो हो गया ना
उसने
50
तो
15
डॉक्यूमेंट्री
मिनट्स
निकाल
ऑफ
दिया पता है
फेम
बुमराह को दो छक्के मार के
है ना
he
15
actually made a
मिनट्स ऑफ फेम उसका
documentary.
हो गया यार
This passport for fame,
Pakistan look all said and done if Pakistan cricket team was strong if anything in Pakistan was ever strong, it would be a challenge for us. Pakistan cricket team was strong, it would be a challenge for us. It's not like that anymore. Obviously, we enjoy that. Obviously, we enjoy that a lot. We have enjoyed that a lot so many times that even if कुछ होके दिन खराब रहे अपना और हम हार गए तो भी मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता द इक्वेशन रिमेन्स द सेम कि
There is no
we
rivalry.
we yeah there's no rivalry we dominate them that's okay एक बार कभी हो सकता है but I'd be very surprised if that happens if our guys don't we have a lot of players who can bring us back into the game even if we have a bad start or a bad phase तो चलेगा वो फर्क नहीं पड़ता तो yeah it's bad that the cricket एक तो politics
Yeah, yeah. So
I'd say right piece of
one of our
politics
good
चल रहा
friends.
है बहुत I don't really mind all the politics and the sentiments around the game from either
Yeah.
sides. जो करना है करो. Finally game तो हो रहा है. तो जो होगा होगा. And most of us know क्या
No,
होगा.
like
And
problem
let's
ये है
see.
ना कि अगर you
I
think
hope it's a
put
good
yourself
game.
in a neutral perspective, right? Like someone like an Englishman or an Australian. Not that I really care about them, especially those two. But like they seem to be under the influence under the impression that like we're influencing the game a little too much, and there is so much of hegemony, etc. We're exercising too much uncontrolled power over the rest of the world, like because that actually causes them a lot of inconvenience.
That's a separate thing, right? That now you're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
एक तो who cares what Australia and England think about? Nobody should care. If they had a similar type of power, which in different
Which they
places
did.
they have
They
had
had
in the
it, and
past,
they
so they
wielded it
also
exactly
abuse
like
it.
this. Yeah.
Everybody abuses their power, which is a totally different thing. Should India be doing that? Should BCCI be doing that? If because we have so much power, forget Pakistan, but can India do much more for cricket in general? Yes, it should. Obviously, for everybody, right? This franchise cricket eating into world cricket. ये सब थोड़ा इंडिया को भी थोड़ा कंट्रोल करके कुछ करना चाहिए बाकी नेशंस के साथ खेलना चाहिए
Yeah.
दे शुड कम अप द गेम शुड इंटरनेशनल गेम शुड प्रोग्रेस राइट अभी सब हर जगह फ्रैंचाइज हाउ कैन ऑल फ्रैंचाइज leagues all over the world have a team called Mumbai Indians something
No, this is
right
this is
that's
worthy
all
of a
that is bad
separate
so
discussion altogether. This
yeah
is
so
like
that's why I'm saying don't even go there right this is a very
Yeah.
local issue it's our
Yeah.
issue obviously it doesn't I think what you're trying to say that it doesn't look good what rest of the world thinks that हमने क्रिकेट का दोनों तीनों सब लोग यहाँ पे साउथ ईस्ट एशियन कंट्री मिलके कचरा कर रहे हैं बट कर रहे हैं obviously because कचरा
Yeah,
makes
absolute
sense
money and
right it's
absolute
not for
power.
no
Exactly.
reason it's
Yeah.
not for no reason इतना क्या क्या चल रहा है right though obviously you see that you Australia doesn't play Afghanistan for their own
For a
reason
different reason
okay
altogether.
yeah
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
so everybody has the right to do what they have to do for their own country, for their own people. मैच चेक नहीं करेंगे वो सब भी ठीक है, बट मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लगता कि क्रिकेटर सूर्य कुमार यादव जाके एक रन नहीं बनता है, जाके प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में चौड़ा होके खुद तो
By
खेलो.
doing
एंड
bakwas,
क्रिकेटर्स
you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Like, that's like misplaced
प्रेस
aggressive
कॉन्फ्रेंस में
arrogance.
ना स्पोर्ट्समैन शुड नॉट स्पीक.
Yeah,
Just leave
exactly.
it
Yeah,
to everyone else.
yeah. I would have
That's too much.
you
फिर
exactly,
तुम्हारा
exactly. I can't agree more.
it's not your battle. तुम you're doing your job. जाओ खेलो, हैंडशेक करना करो, नहीं करना मत करो, चुप रहो बस. Right? There are other people
I have
in
nothing to
India
say, no comments,
who
etc. Like, no, yeah, like,
yeah, yeah, it's not for me to decide. ऐसा सब कुछ रन बने ना बने तो भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए. वो थोड़ा
लगे.
थोड़ा फिनिश चाहिए ना, थोड़ा फिनिश होना चाहिए. we obviously पाकिस्तान क्रिकेटर्स का मीडिया में बहुत मजाक उड़ाते हैं लोग कि उनमें फिनिश नहीं है. एंड क्या बोला बाबर आजम अभी रिसेंटली, तो बोलता है ना कि केविन पीटरसन के इंटरव्यू में, what is
Oh,
that?
goosebumps के बारे में बोलता है ना, he
बूस्ट
says
बम्प्स, बूस्ट बम्प्स,
goosebumps,
राइट, बूस्ट बम्प्स.
goosebumps.
या तो
He gets a
उसका
goosebumps every
लैंग्वेज
time.
प्रॉब्लम है तो उसको ही गेट्स लॉट ऑफ फ्लैक अनफॉर्चुनेटली. बट
ठीक है,
या
he's a cricketer.
सिमिलरली
Yeah,
स्काई को भी नहीं, ज्यादा नहीं बोलना चाहिए. जस्ट लीव इट. आई थिंक रोहित शर्मा होता तो वुड हैव हैंडल्ड इट मच बेटर कि
yeah. You would have
डोंट
dodged
गेट
it. I mean,
इन्वॉल्वड,
you
यू डू.
expected to dodge such questions.
Okay, yes, yeah. So the match itself, right? The best news possible. Abhishek Sharma ji is fit
तो
now.
खेल रहा है.
He's playing tomorrow. Sanju Samson is not playing, unfortunately
That makes
for
me
him.
happy.
But
That makes me
makes
grin already. It's not like
uh,
I hate him or anything, but then yeah, this guy is a bit of a misfit, right? I mean, in spite of scoring some valuable runs for the team, I don't think he deserves
yeah.
to
So
be in the squad.
Abhishek
Yeah,
Sharma coming back, and especially I think he has uh, some kind of stranglehold on the Pakistan bowling attack, especially Shaheen Shah Afridi. So again, Abhishek Sharma versus Shaheen Shah Afridi. That first over, third over,
premium
those
fast bowler.
first few overs will be amazing to watch. And there is obviously it's like a mini battle going on between them.
By
तो
the way,
बहुत मजा
who
आएगा.
calls himself a premium fast bowler? I mean, I don't recollect any fast bowler actually bragging about himself as a premium fast bowler.
बोला है क्या शाहिन शाह?
इसीलिए तो उसने बोला ना
Okay.
कि whoever it is, like, I back my skills and I hit even if it's a premium fast bowler. Asia Cup में बोला था. But anyway, so I have a feeling that they might drop Shaheen Shah Afridi for the same reason, because he gets stomped at the beginning, and maybe they'll play Naseem Shah and there is another left armer,
Oh, no, I
Salman
don't think
Mirza.
so. I don't think he's a big match player, right? Shaheen Afridi, there's no way they're going to drop him
We'll
because
see.
उसका भी वो he's like Mitchell Stark, right? वो एक इन स्विंगर पड़ गया और मिस हो गया. दोनों लेफ्ट हैंडर
Yeah,
अपने
उसके
ओपनर्स,
साथ
so
don't compare
that's
him
a
with
little
Mitchell.
advantage. But
क्या बोलता है? Mitchell's got about 400 test wickets and he's still going strong. I mean, I know that you don't have a good opinion of him.
या अभी ना, बट ऐसा शाहीन अफरीदी, रोहित शर्मा और कोहली दोनों को एक एशिया कप T20 में कहीं तो आउट किया है. वो ऐसा नहीं कि आउट नहीं कर सकता है, बट उसका कॉन्फिडेंस इज लो अगेंस्ट अभिषेक शर्मा. दैट शुड कंटिन्यू. एंड आई think he should definitely play, right? We need all these characters. We need all these
Yeah,
characters
to make the match
in the
interesting. Yeah,
match.
because
Yeah.
सबसे ज्यादा गाली वो दे रहा था ना, along with Haris Rauf. Like, he was actually going after Gill and Abhishek, if you remember, and they were like, returning it back with interest, and they were smashing them all over the park. Yeah, that was
पाकिस्तान
something.
कैप्टन में ना सलमान आगा. ओ सलमान आगा, मैं ना सलमान आगा के बारे में सोच, ओ मे बी या मे बी कल होगा. सलमान आगा कल इंडिया का अगर मैच हार गया तो he'll become सलमान आगा. एंड दिल के अरमां आंसुओं में बह
अरे उसके तो अरमा आंसू में
गए.
3 बार बह गए थे. Like, they kept losing the match, and they're like, there were lots of memes around, like सलमान जी 25th वाला मैच चाहिए, हार गया. सलमान जी ये वाला मैच चाहिए, हार गया. सलमान जी वो दे दो, वो भी हार दिया. हरा देता है ना. like वो अकेला बंदा क्या कर सकता है. Normally, he's also not a T20 player, right? I mean, he's invented himself in the last 3 or 4 matches. I mean, ऑस्ट्रेलिया को मार के बहुत चौड़े हो रहे हैं.
He's not the बाबर आजम टाइप. बाबर आजम के लीग में नहीं है वो, पता. बाबर आजम amazing. क्या चल रहा है यार उसका लाइफ. T20 player of the century.
Bobsey.
Bobsey.
कर ही नहीं सकता. It's like me playing a straight ball. I know it's coming. It's there. I mean, I just have to put the ball to bat to block it, and I somehow miss it, and I get bowled. उसको the ball दिखता है उसको. He just needs to plonk the foot, like Pakistani format, right? Playbook. Plonk the foot across and then swipe it. He just can't do that. वो बोलता है कि he looks to be caressing the ball, like not tapping it, nudging it, then cover drives and all that.
स्टीव स्मिथ ने उसको सिंगल ले लिया. To be honest, like BBL में, पता है तुझे? You know that incident?
And he sulked for 3 days. He sulked.
He should have retired from BBL. But इतनी ज्यादा बेइज्जती अरे यार
उसके बाद
क्या
स्टीव स्मिथ ने उसको उसको मतलब रिटायर आउट करने के बाद ही डिनाइड अ सिंगल और व्हाटएवर, राइट? ही डिनाइड द सिंगल
Yeah, he
एंड
denied a
द
single.
नेक्स्ट
He
ओवर ही
wanted to,
donks,
Smith wanted to be on
he
strike.
clobbles
I
the
mean,
bowler.
Smith says that the BBL में वो कुछ format है ना कि for 1 or 2 overs you can during middle of the innings 1 या 2 over के लिए you can bring the field in. Batting team can choose that this is the power play over or something, or they call it
That's
something.
amazing.
तो
Yeah.
अगला ओवर वो स्टीव स्मिथ वो चाहता था. He wanted that over, so he wanted to be on strike.
And he took
And
the
then
bowler
बहुत
down. He scored 30 runs, right? I mean, so he justified it.
yeah, I mean
Babar would
Steve
have scored about
Smith
10
Steve
runs,
Smith is
like,
the Babar Azam of Australia. Steve Smith is the Babar Azam of Australia. उससे रन नहीं बनता है. T20 नहीं खेल पाता है वो, बट उसने इसको मना कर दिया. बाबर आजम इज बेसिकली इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ बाबर आजम, और गिर गया उसका स्टॉक बहुत ज्यादा.
square root of Babar Azam.
चलो, तो बाबर आजम, सलमान सलमान खान नहीं, सलमान आगा,
है ना?
क्या क्या
मुझे
बैटिंग लाइनअप है.
मुझे
साहिबजादा
लगता है,
खान, अगर
yeah.
अगर बुमराह साहिबजादा रहमान को जल्दी आउट कर दिया तो वहीं खत्म हो जाएगा मैच. विल डू आवर रिव्यू शो आल्सो ड्यूरिंग द मैच इटसेल्फ. चलते हैं पाकिस्तान पहले बैटिंग करके.
So okay, let's say Pakistan wins the toss. I mean, this is the only way they can actually win against us. If they win the toss, bat first and score big. Let's say that they score about 180 plus, right? And if the pitch offers a lot of spin, this is Colombo, right? Again, if we do have
Premadasa.
a weakness,
It's not
general weakness,
SSC, it's Premadasa. But it's
okay,
yeah, it's I think low and slow. But I don't know whether it turns, but शायद वो पेसर्स bowling cutter style है शायद. अपना भी आर्शदीप भी खेलेगा शायद. और
yeah. So we could have, if Pacers cutters is a thing, then even Dubey could come in handy, right? He actually does well. He's improved his bowl. Pandya,
yeah.
Dubey, they can bowl decent cutters, and this guy has a deceptive bounce. I mean, उसमें pace नहीं है, but he does something. Dubey, he actually, batsmen find it very hard to get away.
ये अपना आर्शदीप खेलेगा क्या कल?
अर्शदीप खेलेगा क्योंकि राणा नहीं है ना, तो उसको खिलाना पड़ेगा. राणा होता तो पता नहीं होता. So like I said, the chance that Pakistan has, the realistic chance, is to win the toss, bat first, score in excess of 180 runs, and then they have lots and lots of spinners, and that's what scares me a little, not makes me a little skeptical, like, about our chances, right? I'm not scared, but I'm, like I said, cautiously optimistic. Saim Ayub, I mean, he actually starts the bowling along with Shaheen Shah Afidi, right? And then this guy that they found, like, who actually pauses for an eternity before actually delivering the ball, Usman Tariq. Have you seen his bowling? Have you seen him?
Usman Tariq is like this, the way I spoke just now.
Did
बीच में
you
रुक जाते
pause?
हैं.
I thought we had a technical glitch. Oh, you paused. Okay.
नहीं,
Yeah, I
Usman
was about
Tariq
to.
is a weird
Yeah,
bowler, and is getting a lot of attention from most of the Indian
journalist.
fans and
Okay, you
journalists
made your
and
point.
Indian media.
Stop doing that.
Annoying, right? बैट्समैन को भी
Yeah.
लगता होगा वो खेलना ही नहीं चाहिए उसको. बट आई थिंक इज एक्शन इज क्लियर्ड. कुछ तो उसका वीडियो है, ही शोज कि उसके दो एल्बो हैं, दो दो ये बोन्स ऐसे, एक एक तो मेन वाला जो है सबको होता है, उसका दूसरा यहाँ पे भी है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ही कैन नॉट कीप दिस स्ट्रेट. इट्स लिटिल बेंट, बट द बेंट इज स्टिल नॉट 50 degrees, और इट्स लेसर.
That is not a
So
problem. He actually deliberately pauses. The bend, the whatever deformity
the
he has should not stop him from delivering ball normally, right? Or
no,
does
the
it?
pause is not a problem. Pause is not a problem. It's a legal delivery.
Okay.
तो अश्विन भी pause करता है ना. The problem is, and it's again cricket में there are a lot of things which are gray, right? 0 और 1 नहीं होते हैं. The problem is that if you pause every time, same amount of pause every time, तो
Oh
चलेगा.
yeah, the consistency.
Problem नहीं है,
Yeah.
because batsmen get used to it.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. But if you don't pause sometimes and then pause some other times and pause longer another time, that is a problem. But this guy doesn't do that. He always pauses and roughly the same amount.
This
So it's
guy.
not an issue. I don't
Yeah.
I don't even think he's such a good bowler, right? It's थोड़ा कुछ weird action है, और ऐसा ही है. इसको दुबे, शिवम दुबे बहुत दूर मरेगा. ऐसे लोग अपने बहुत
Hopefully.
लोग हैं अपने को मारने वाला है यार.
So
तो ठीक है,
Shadab
अच्छा है.
Khan,
Interesting characters
Nawaz,
again.
Tariq,
Hmm.
and Ayub. So they have 4 spinners there, right? Are they a threat? Abrar Ahmed. So they'll have
Abrar
5 spin bowling options. So
all of
I
them
think
playing.
hopefully we've practiced enough spin bashing.
सब खेलेंगे क्या?
सब खेलेंगे.
Oh, अच्छा.
Because there are 2 all-rounders, like, a couple of them are all-rounders, right? I mean, so what's his name? What's his face? Abrar, no. Shadab Khan is an all-rounder. He seems to be playing okay since he's come back. Mohammad Nawaz is an all-rounder as well, so he's also okay. So I think they'll fill the team with lots of all-rounders. And Fahim Ashraf is an all-rounder, so it'll be interesting what kind of squad they have tomorrow. What
This
playing
thing,
11 they'll play with.
you should always think about the mindset of Pakistani players against India. उनकी बहुत ही ज्यादा फटी रहती है. एक तो सालों को बहुत गाली मिलती है अगर हार जाए तो, ठीक है. इनको पूरा उनका मीडिया ही उनको फाड़ डालता है, राइट. एंड नॉट जस्ट आवाम भी फाड़ डालेगी. एंड दे नॉट यूज्ड टू विनिंग अगेंस्ट अस. एंड सब नए नए लड़के हैं. दे नॉट मेंटली in that space to be able to handle that type of pressure. नहीं आता उनको. It's very
Yeah,
difficult
I'd empathize with them if I cared. But yeah,
for Pakistan to win. as ये नहीं कि उनको बैटिंग करना है ये वो ना, all that, yeah, true. But several other things also have to fall in place for them. Like India should have really bad start so that they get a lot of positivity and confidence from them. Okay, extremely poor start in the first 5 overs
which is
of the
like
match.
5 overs,
Okay,
15 for 3.
which will
That's a bad
which
start.
that will only happen if we bat. If Pakistan bats, we'll never lose the match in the first 5 overs, right? It's not like 5 overs में वो लोग 16 for no loss होंगे. वो नहीं होगा. साहिबजादा भाई साहब जो जितना भी मारे इतने रन तो नहीं बनने वाले हैं. वो ऐसे फर्स्ट ओवर में ही 3 6 नहीं मार देगा.
नहीं मारेगा ना. नहीं, that's not how they play. That's not how they play. That's not their template.
Oh, for Saibzada, he claims to play like that, but he'll not play like that against us.
No.
Chance ही नहीं है.
At his
तो
best, he'll
their
probably go at
mental space, he'll not अभिषेक शर्मा जो लोग घुमाता रहे ऐसा सब नहीं करेगा वो. तो yeah, their best option is कि we bat, they bowl, and we lose a bunch of wickets from rash shots and all that.
which is what happened in the one game that we lost,
yeah.
which is exactly what happened. Shaheen Shah Afridi took those wickets against
Long time ago.
Ancient
तो
history.
So for India to win, there could be several type of different situations in which India can win. Okay, because we have such a strong team. Luckily, even though it's a young team, it's still a very strong team. And bowling team is not very young, right? It's a super experienced. So अपना bowling squad बहुत मस्त है. Batting is young, but अच्छे लोग हैं. But पाकिस्तान के लिए ऐसा नहीं है. I think they पाकिस्तान का ना अगर डॉक्टर स्ट्रेच बैठ के आज सोचेगा, if he goes into the future, 14 million to 1 types रहेगा options उसका. So India is Thanos, but they are not Avengers.
I hope that we don't become too complacent or arrogant when we play again. Of
course not. Of course not. इतनी बार हराते हैं तो how can you think that we ever take them, right? में कुछ भी बोलो. बहुत प्रेसिशन के साथ हरा के आता है. Close भी नहीं होता है मैच.
Yeah. Drama इतना हुआ ना कि again, like for all the drama that actually unfolded over the last 2 weeks, if the result on the pitch remains the same, nothing has changed. I mean, that'll actually give me a lot of relief. So
I'm sure it'll be like that. I'm sure it'll be like that, but it's such a skewed comparison between the team that even if T20, so fluke हो सकता है. कुछ भी हो तब भी I don't think we should still be super confident if we end up playing them again in the tournament or something.
Yeah. So what do you think about Bumrah not opening the bowling? Do you actually like it? Why is he not being given the new ball?
What do you mean? I say that's how he is in T20 cricket, right? He doesn't open.
He never does.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Neither for India nor for Mumbai Indians. He's always like first change, एक over. He bowls 1 over in the power play, and then unless we need wickets or something in those type of situations when we are bowling second, then he might bowl more if we don't bat well. But otherwise, I think उसका pattern है. Power play में 1 over डालता है, and शायद between 7 to 12 एक over डालता है, and then 2 overs in the end. That's what he does always.
Okay, so he's generally kept for the death.
Yeah, for the death. And then the period when he's not bowling, that's when Varun Chakravarti and the others take over.
Yeah, so it's Varun Chakravarti versus the Pakistan middle order tomorrow. Generally, he comes after 7.
I think sweep मारेंगे वो लोग, बहुत sweep मारते हैं. So that's the only thing we have to plan for. There's many other things, but I know Varun Chakravarti has already played them multiple times, तो उसको पता है.
Yeah. So हमारा squad वही होगा ना. So I think whatever squad we fielded against Namibia will be the same against Pakistan then. I don't think there'll be any changes. Akshar will play. The only change will be Abhishek coming in for Samson.
Right, I think so.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game. I mean, in the sense that we'll have a lot to rejoice at the end of.
Yes. Yeah. सब लोग fit है ना, बाकी सब किसी को problem नहीं है. ये अभिषेक आ जाएगा. I don't know if
Rinku plays.
Will Kuldeep play if it's Premadasa and if it is a splitting track? Is there a chance that
he has to replace one of the batters? Because he's not going to replace Samson, or he could replace Dubey. That not happen. Dubey is almost indispensable now. He's a very good 6th hitter now. So he's a finisher.
Same team. You're saying we'll go with the same team?
Unless you drop Akshar and forego his batting prowess, and then go with Kuldeep and then bolster the bowling attack a little. You can do that.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. There's actually not much to preview, right? It's both squads. Indian squad is tried and tested. We almost know what the combination will be, unless there are any surprises based on the track mainly. If Arshdeep, for some reason, the team thinks that Arshdeep is जरूरत नहीं, एक और spinner खिला लेते हैं. That might be the only thing. But otherwise,
that means the pitch should be spinning heavily. They'll probably look at the pitch and take that call tomorrow. Or
Pakistan remain an unpredictable side. Because we are used to saying that, but this contest has
been very
quite predictable.
They've been very predictable. They're inept. they're bad.
Yeah, I can't think of
Let's see.
anybody in the Pakistan team like Bumrah, right? As let's think of it as a neutral. Bumrah is a threat, okay, to any team. Abhishek Sharma he's still new, raw, but Abhishek Sharma can take the game away.
He's number
And
one
then
batter.
Kishan is in prime
Always
form. Sky probably is not so much of a threat, but recently in good form. So
Hmm.
maybe he's coming back. Varun Chakravarti is a mystery for in
So
world cricket
they
still.
have this
So
guy
ऐसे बहुत
Tausif.
हमारे बहुत लोग हैं. उनका उनका कौन है?
So
साहिबजादा फरहान is
he's
in
not in the
form.
same league as Abhishek, but Saim Ayub, like, I've seen him play a little bit. And he seems to have that class and temperament. So he
Like
seems to
Saim
be okay.
Ayub, okay. I was thinking Farhan is probably more dangerous than Saim Ayub.
That's because he took
Uh,
down Bumrah a couple of times, which never happens, right? I mean, you don't actually see
no,
Bumrah being.
even in this tournament, previous two matches,
Yeah,
वो
yeah,
अच्छा खेल रहा है ना?
yeah,
अच्छा खेल
yeah.
रहा है. बॉब्जी थोड़ा
Threat,
फॉर्म में है शायद.
he's no, no, threat. He's not a threat in T20s at all. Like, at the best, he'll probably
Yeah,
score 60 runs or 45 balls. So he's
जो
not a threat.
मारता
He's
है.
never a threat. If anything, he's actually detrimental for their cause. So
ऐसा कुछ करना चाहिए. इसको आउट मत करो रे. आउट मत करो टाइप स्लेजिंग होना चाहिए. एक जमाने में होता था. इजाज अहमद श्रीनाथ को कुछ तो बहुत दो चौके मार के कुछ तो बोलता है इसको और नहीं मारते वरना बॉलिंग नहीं देंगे इसको दोबारा करके ऐसा कुछ करते हैं.
कितना
Those
बेइज्जती है
were
ना?
good
That's what
times.
they said. Yeah, yeah.
Times.
Thankfully, we
Times.
managed to turn that thing around, like,
Yeah.
and we do the same for them. Like, that's what cricket does.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
leveler.
it would be nice if both the countries leave all the rivalry, fight, animosity on the cricket field only. क्रिकेट में लड़ो मत ताकि yeah, नहीं होता है. But ठीक है. Yeah, we can obviously handle
Yeah,
everything. But yeah.
wishful thinking. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So talking about threats, Shaheen Shah Afridi is not in the same league as Bumrah, but then for them he is. If you ask a Pakistani in their delusional, mind, they probably equate him to Bumrah, and they think he's just as lethal as him, right? He can prize out early wickets. I mean, he does. Like, he doesn't open. It doesn't come first change. He opens the bowling, and if he gets it right, I mean, he can get a couple of wickets, like Mitchell Stark does. I mean, he swings it in, tails it in. Yeah. So
I hope Abhishek Sharma plays him straight those first 2 or 3 balls. तभी पैड पे आ करके फ्लिक मार के 6 मारने का ट्राई करेगा शायद. मार भी
वही
देगा
करेगा,
शायद.
वही
But
करेगा.
my sensible wise suggestion would be कि भाई स्ट्रेट खेल लो हम लोगों के लिए प्लीज. ओके भैया.
No, no.
3-4 बॉल आउट मत
He
होना उसके
plays the
बाद
way
मार
he
लो.
wants to play, and he's backed by
Yeah.
the team, think tank to do what he does. Like, at least
Of
one or two
course,
players should
of
be like
course,
that.
right? But परसेंटेज शॉट नहीं लगता है शुरू में स्पेशली, राइट? एक फास्ट बॉलर डाल रहा है, डिसेंट पेस 140 तक डाल लेता है, और शायद स्विंग हो, शायद पिच लो हो, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो
He
मैं बस
starts
वो
with,
दो तीन
yeah.
दो तीन दो तीन बॉल की बात कर रहा हूँ शुरू में. बस वहां पे
वो
थोड़ा
नहीं, he
परसेंटेज
doesn't have it in him.
मारना है तो स्ट्रेट मारो, वही करो. वो बोल
नहीं
रहा
कर
हूँ
सकते.
ऊपर
Yeah.
प्ले ओवर
तो
मिड ऑन मिड ऑफ वैसा करो. क्योंकि नेचुरल इंस्टिंक्ट होता है ना कि इफ यू थिंक द बॉल इज ऑन द पैड्स एंड मार ही दूंगा तो वहीं पे यू गो फॉर दैट फ्लिक एंड यू बेसिकली मिस द बॉल एंड फ्लॉप हो जाता है. तो
he
इसलिए
doesn't
थोड़ा
get plumbed.
परसेंटेज गेम.
He doesn't get bowled or get plumbed. Like, he usually gets holed out in the mid wicket, deep mid wicket, etc. Normally, have you seen him get bowled like that or get plumbed? Like, LBW ऐसा नहीं होता. I don't think he does. He executes it. He
तो
connects and then he
T20
gets
क्रिकेट
out.
में ना याद करना बहुत मुश्किल है क्या हुआ था लास्ट.
Yeah.
डिफिकल्ट.
No. This is something that I pondered. Like, I don't think he actually gets bowled much or gets caught behind or etc. etc. His natural instinct is to swing. He swings for the trees, right? I mean, and if he miscues it, miscue maybe उसका like deep mid wicket में catch होता है. Like, ठीक है, that's how he plays. And I don't want to see Surya Kumar Yadav coming in first 2 overs or something like that. That'll be disastrous because Pakistan will be all over him. Again, he makes lots of stupid statements before.
हाँ, it's in Sky के लिए I don't think it will be a good match for his style of batting, right?
Yeah, it
With
doesn't.
so many
It doesn't.
spinners, वो सिर्फ sweep मार सकता है spinners को. That's his go-to shot to basically hit a boundary. He sweep मारता है. Otherwise, he'll find it difficult to get boundaries in front of the wicket. Hopefully, he rotates the strike थोड़ा time ले and all that depending on the situation
Generally
and
करता है.
whatever. But उसको
I
time
think
लगता
he's the
है.
anchor man in the team, right? He's the anchor man. I don't think Tilak plays the role of an anchor, a sheet anchor. I think Sky is the anchor man. He's the most experienced guy. Everyone
बातें
else
नहीं
in the
करते
team,
होंगे अभी एंकर टाइप बातें नहीं करते होंगे गंभीर के अंदर. वो एंकर का जमाना गया. सब लोग
high
what's
risk
the
cricket
opposite of
killer.
anchor? What the opposite? I'm a motor. Everybody is a motor man.
Yeah, yeah. I think
So,
हमारा record has been phenomenal. Like, T20 में, nobody pays attention to it. I think we lost about 2, 3, or 4 matches in the last how many ever games we played. Which usually doesn't happen. Check it out. I mean, people talk about it like it's almost impossible to keep that kind of consistency when you're playing a game like this, which is hit and a miss, right? I mean, lot of things can go wrong on a given day. Like when you're trying to throw kitchen sink at the ball right from the ball one, like things can go wrong. Like you could easily get into a situation where you're 30 for 5 and then you're trying to do salvage work. I don't think we've had that kind of situation very often. I don't know.
New Zealand and South Africa के साथ it was a close bilateral series, right?
We
Again,
battled.
sorry viewers, don't remember stats so well.
No, it was not close. New
Recent
Zealand, we
stats
beat
so
them.
well.
No. New Zealand, we beat them 4-1, and it was no contest. I mean, because we outbatted them in every game, pretty much. South Africa, I remember that we actually, the only format that we did well against South Africa was the T20, and Bauma said, he said it, like he's written an article. I don't know why he wrote an article about India, but he did write an article, a piece, where he says that we could see that they're completely different and they're class apart in this format.
Yeah, no, I recollect. Yes, you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why we are the favorites. We're the favorites, and
For the reason, yeah.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच मजा आ गया. जिम्बाब्वे ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच तो मजा ही आ गया.
अभी जिम्बाब्वे का चांस है ना, मजा आ जाएगा. हमारे ग्रुप में
अच्छा
होंगे.
चांस है. अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने तो श्रीलंका से हार गया. ऑस्ट्रेलिया, which is very much possible. Sri Lanka at home playing well, and
Actually
Australia
want
is
Australia to
injury.
make it, ताकि we beat them in an international tournament again. Like, how many opportunities do we get to smash them?
Right.
Hulk smash types. I mean, आने दो. Like, उनके पास कोई है ही नहीं ना. They have no one. They got Smith.
Bowling बिल्कुल नहीं है. जंपा को छोड़ के और कोई नहीं है शायद.
And किसने खरीदा Cameron Green को? A minute of silence
Green
for the squad that got Cameron Green for like $1 million or something. Like,
IPL. Oh.
IPL में.
Yeah.
It was the costliest.
No idea. No idea.
We don't care. We don't care.
We don't care about franchise
I'm just
cricket
saying that.
so much,
Just
except for Smriti Mandhana
Yeah.
and RCB, the women's team. Anyway, okay,
इसकी
let's
बात
watch.
से हमारा व्यूअरशिप like 4-5 व्यू ज्यादा हो जाएंगे. Thank you. Good ploy.
I don't know which was the last video we put up, but वो video डालते ही एक viewer कम हो गया. So yeah, let's try to make it. एक subscriber कम हो गया तो let's see what this one does.
मतलब 4 में से एक चला.
Please like, share, and subscribe. We don't say that much. Maybe that has some impact. So I'll say it, then you say it. Please, viewers, camera में देख के, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, please. And once you subscribe, do not unsubscribe. Very important. बोल दे रहा हूँ मैं रो दूंगा. मैं एक बार subscribe करने के बाद unsubscribe मत करना, ठीक है? Notification आएगा, देखना देखो, मत देखना मत देखो, but do not unsubscribe. Okay? Whoever that other followers, you will regret it.
बोलना था, लेकिन इसके बाद तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोल पाऊंगा भाई मेरे से नहीं होगा भाई. ऐसे तो नहीं बोल पाऊंगा. ऐसे तो नहीं होगा मेरे से. ऐसे मत कर मेरे साथ. तूने बोल दिया.
Okay, चलो, let's watch the match in few hours time, and hopefully we'll come back again toward the end of that match and quickly talk about it. Okay, let's have a.
If you're meeting together tomorrow, that means that it's a good match. Otherwise, I don't think we care.
No, we will, irrespective of what happens.
Okay, chalo.
Okay, chalo. 12th man signing off. Bye bye.
Bye bye.